And so we started our journey with this really, I mean, back then it was contrarian, believe it or not, this notion that glasses ought to be for AI. And, people said we're ridiculous for thinking, that way, and that we should just quit. You stop trying because you've got it wrong from day one. Yeah, so we started Brilliant Labs a few years ago, and we saw that there was need for a rethink of what these head-worn devices do in your life. The purpose was all awry, and we felt like these devices ought to be for AI inference over the life you live, private inference for your eyes and ears only, rather than back then it was a lot of sort of console grade graphics in front of your eyes. Hey, let's watch a movie, let's play a video game. And we always look at that and we said, that's great for VR. It's great for a game console. It's great for a big screen TV. It's maybe fine for VR. But why impose that on glasses?
Think about what Bobak is describing here. Meta poured billions into the metaverse. Magic Leap raised nearly 3 billion. Microsoft bet on HoloLens, all of them focused on graphics, rendering 3D world gaming environments, virtual meetings, and all of them struggled. The $3,000 headset, the heavy form factor, nobody really bought them. Brilliant Labs made a different bet. Not better graphics, better intelligence. The glasses don't render new worlds, they try to understand the one you're actually in. And in 2019, when they started out, that was a very contrarian position.
And sure enough, through the pandemic, through 2022, and the GPT API was published, through Facebook's rebrand to Meta, and then the collapse of the metaverse, all of a sudden people happened on this idea. AI is kind of a big thing. And you know what? Glasses, this device that parallels your POV, how you perceive your own life and leave you hands-free, it's sort of the best form factor for giving an AI agent a front row seat to that life. So, it's been this really fascinating full circle thing for us. So that's really why we started the company. Now you fast forward to today. We've done 3 products. So we started with Monocle, a little clip-on open source AR device. And then we did Frame about a year and a half ago, which was our first pair of glasses. Super lightweight, fully multimodal. And then we just announced Halo, which I'm currently wearing, about 40 grams. And it does a whole bunch of really cool stuff out of the box, which I'm happy to speak to. And it's just like Frame and Monocle, it's totally open source platform.
40 grams, that's lighter than most prescription glasses. Low-powered optical sensor, basically a camera, a couple of microphones, bone-conducting speakers, an OLED display, an IMU for movement tracking. The hardware is paralleling your biological sensors, eyes, ears, what you see, what you hear, where you're looking. The critical architecture, it connects via Bluetooth to your phone. So the phone is doing the heavy compute. AI inference happens there, and then the results come back to the glasses.
So Halo, just like Frame before it delivers this multimodal experience. So the agent is seeing and hearing what I'm seeing and hearing. And for my eyes and ears only, it's doing AI inference and either answering my questions or it's indexing all of that into memory. And, we think of memory in a really different way than some other folks working on it. We think it ought to be fundamentally about sort of privacy. So it's only you has had access to the rich media. It's as soon as AI inference is done over it, it's tossed out. We don't retain any of that stuff.
This privacy architecture is critical. The glasses capture the images and the audio, and that data flows to your phone. AI models do the inference. They capture the images, they transcribe the audio, and then that rich media gets deleted, not stored, not sent to third parties, not sitting on a server somewhere. What remains are embeddings, just the semantic understanding. It's all about the AI.
I think in broad brushstrokes, yes. I mean, since Monocle, we've always had Bluetooth on our devices. We've always paired with your phone. We wanted to make good use of the computer that everyone carries with them in their pocket. And I think the phone just makes a ton of sense. It's got a lot of storage. It's relative to glasses. Processing power. It's got an incredible connection to the internet, either Wi-Fi or LTE. And so being able to pair with the phone as a friend, rather than pretend like we can compete with the phone or replace your phone, we just never felt that was something interesting.
And this is worth thinking about because most AI hardware companies are trying to kill the phone. Humane's AI pin, Rabbit R1, even some of Apple's Vision Pro stuff. The pitch is leave your phone behind. But Brilliant Labs said the opposite. Partner with the phone, its compute, its storage, its connectivity. When you're fewer than 10 people competing against Meta's 15 billion per year reality labs, well, you're going to win by being smart about what you don't build. The phone is incredible hardware. Why replace it?
I think in this era of large language model AI and vibe coding or natural language programming, depending on your flavor, more and more of us can call ourselves developers, even if we're not multi-decade deep technical experts. And there will always be a place for that expertise. But it's broadening the pie of who can roll up their sleeves and who can compose a few lines of code and present that right in front of your own eyes.